Vindication! Sweet Lady Naga on the hood of a Mercedes-Benz. Did I call it, or did I fucking call it? Holy shit. Right down to the costumes, and the weapons, and generally the timing. It is end of summer, and it did come after Hero Fest, which I also predicted Hero Fest. So I'm pretty fucking satisfied about that. All aboard the hype train! Oh god. These units look fucking amazing. Oh, hi Tiki. You're good bonfire fodder, so I'm not mad about this. Oh, sweet Vindication. Oh, man. We should summon on this one, too. 2 free summons. That's pretty neat. How mad would you be if I got a Hector? That'd be so funny. A lot of people have actually been spending all their orbs on this fucking banner. Can you believe it? They're spending it for Hector. They're not even waiting for CYL to come out. Arthur? What the Oh, God. You know what? You know what, Arthur? You know what? You know what? You know exactly what's coming. And it's gonna be all over your face. Take your weird art that's not at all like Fate's and go the fuck home. How about that? Oh, man. That's fine, though. I get 150 feathers out of it. That's pretty much all he's good for. And maybe Lance Breaker, too. Meh. Okay, guys. God. Did I say CYL was going to be great, or did I say it was going to be awesome? Ooh, dailies. I keep forgetting about these things. These are, like, new, super easy, and you get orbs out of them. Yeah, whatever. Man, these guys are gonna break the meta, like, legitimately. They are targeting meta units. It's fucking crazy. Oh, God. Like, Lynn is going to, like, specifically counter. Yeah, she's just gonna counter the meta units in the game while herself being a part of the meta. Those horse buffs are gonna look good on her. What the hell are you guys doing? Just attack. God damn. Auto AI is pretty much akin to a cat rolling across a keyboard. Pretty much. Ike is looking pretty fucking legit too. His Irvin, straight up, well, virtually negating a second attack. Virtually. That's just going to be 20% damage. That is so crazy. Another thing I've heard about is his Bjork's Blessing. It says in the English version that he is effective against flyers and cavalry. Apparently that's a bit of a translation error. It doesn't mean he gets like bonus damage against those units. It means like his ability specifically negates their buffs, kind of like Lynn's does on her stuff. Kind of weird. Really wish IS would actually invest on something a little bit better than Dollar Tree localization teams. Because this translation error fucking horse shit is getting pretty out of hand. Wording things terribly, wording things completely out of context, and wording things that mean the exact opposite of what they really mean. It's not at all effective against cavalry and flyers. How we think it would mean. It just means the ability targets those particular things. It's weird. A little bit infuriating. Well, not infuriating, but mostly annoying. It's like, at this point, come on, guys, really? You fucked it up again? Again?
Yes.
Again? Check out those sweet movement. Wow. Like, I don't think there is a such thing as a bad unit in this banner. Like, goddamn, they really pulled out the stops. Just like I said they would. They couldn't possibly let the hype be this huge and then let people down. I feel like they're even keeping a couple surprises in the pocket. They only showed like the weapon and one ability. In the actual stream where they show a little bit of combat, you could see the stats for like Roy and Lynn, so we got a little sneak peek at that.
Let's see.
Okay. Man, Lynn, she's actually going to be extremely powerful. Like, holy crap. I think these characters got a couple more things up their sleeves, maybe one or two things, like a hidden natural skill or two. They didn't show us a heck of a lot, but we got to take a look at some of the skills that these units had during the little tiny bit of gameplay that we got to see. As far as the best unit to get off this banner, oh man, it's a really tough one. It's really fucking tough. I don't think Lucina's the best one. That one's actually kind of easy to knock off right now. I feel like Roy is going to be fucking powerful in his own right. He's cavalry. He can get a lot of use out of the horsey buffs. But by himself, he's got the Blazing Durandal, which has a might of 16. He gets an additional +3 from that weapon. So you could virtually call that the first, like, might 19 weapon? On top of that, it's gonna come with Heavy Blade already attached. And that blade really does look absolutely massive the way it is. So it kind of figures. He's gonna have the movement and the attack. He's gonna come with a Gale Force, and he's gonna have the absolute movement in order to make the most out of that as well. He's just gonna annihilate anything he hits. If you can get him to double, he'll pretty much have Gale Force on his first turn. And then right after that, you can just go ahead and go again. You use your 3 movement to get wherever you want and just abuse the crap out of his general kit, which is pretty fantastic. Now on to Ike, which you see here. I'm using Ike Emblem in Arena, which probably isn't going to go over very well, considering that Lance unit right there is going to just nuke every Ike on my team. But speaking of Ike, he cannot be ignored either, with his Irvin being able to tank the second hit for pretty much nothing. That's pretty sick. I forgot the other ability on Irvin, but I'm pretty sure Ike is going to end up being like somewhat slow. So we could probably like replace Bjork's Blessing with something a bit more useful if you don't really run into those characters as much, because I'm pretty sure the meta is going to shift heavily, considering all of these units are essentially made to counter well-known meta units. They are the anti-meta meta. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. But I think the very, very safe bet is to probably recommend you guys, despite my love for Ike, I would probably recommend to go for Lynn, just because of how much she can counter, and also how versatile her kit is. She's got a lot of movement, she's got a lot of range, high speed, high attack, being able to specifically counter well-known meta units like Hector and Reinhardt. She has a high res too. This is crazy. If you hate running into Reinhardt's horse emblem with like a bunch of mages and stuff, because the meta generally right now is full of mages. Oh man. Oh man. I think Lynn is probably the safest bet to get from a free summon. We're probably going to see her way more than we even see Rein in Arena right now. This is going to shake things up in a big way. It may not even change things for the better. It may change things for the worse. We're going to see an even staler meta. But this is like wild speculation. I'm still so full of hype that I can barely contain it. So don't take my wild, mad ravings out of context or as fact. This is just stuff that's like running through my mind. It's like, oh man, this stuff is so cool. It's like, it's exactly like a kid getting a shiny new toy. And it's like, oh man, I'm gonna be able to do this with the thing and do that with the thing. It's like in the movie Step Brothers when they move the beds and they're like, oh man, there's so much room for activities. Ah, this is so great. Ha, check out my fire sweep, Clarice, going to town over here. She's doing some serious work. Nice. But yeah, as you can tell, I am extremely hype. I've been waiting for this banner for so long, and it didn't disappoint me. I hope it didn't disappoint you. I know there's plenty of you guys out there that could like care less about the units and maybe even the skills or the stats. I hope you guys ended up saving your orbs. I know a lot of you didn't anyway, but this is a big one that you can't possibly pass up on. If, at least, you know, get a good free 5-star, which is groundbreaking itself. Oh man, so great. I'll see you guys next time. Hype train!